evening, team. Hello, crew. What's up, squad? Anyway, now that we've got that out of the way, good evening and welcome back to Sword and Sorcery Sunday with a twist. It is starting out as just a little Sunday special where I will just open up a couple of Transformers that I got in the past week, and then we will dive into some Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remaster. Let us show you what is in store. Us? I mean me. Let me show you what's in store. We have Studio Series Transformers 1 Elita-1 from the Transformers 1 movie, and then we have all the way back from 2018, I think it was, Power of the Primes Evolution Optimus Prime, featuring special guest. We'll get into it. I'm going to start with Studio Series Elita-1, and then open up Prime. I've actually remembered to bring some scissors this time. Huzzah! Lucky me. Good evening, Space. Congrats on being first. And hello, Martin from up north. Tin, sexy beast. How are you doing? Simpsons Hit and Run. Pog game. I should play that one day, shouldn't I? Maybe I can play it without losing my mind. I understand it can be quite stressful in places. I'll never forget watching Owen complete his run of the game. That like last minute rush to get to the alien abduction bit. Spoilers. Come on, the game's like 25 years old. Yeah, anyway, it caused Owen a great deal of distress. But never mind, forget about that. Today I'm here to bring you some Transformers and some Elder Scrolls. Driving Owen mad with crowd control. Yeah, that too. God. I mean, at least in that one he was asking for it. Tin's not too bad. Finishing up a data on Ratchet & Clank 3 since it didn't sync with your PlayStation profile many years ago. Ah, goddamn. What an incredible game, though. That is a good Ratchet & Clank to be playing right now. I think Ratchet & Clank 3 is my favourite prior to playing Rift Apart, but I haven't played any in between, apart from Ratchet Gladiator and Ratchet Size Matters. And I think Size Matters I never got 100% in. A poor show, I know. I need to get on the emulators and play them all. Like all the PS3 titles. I don't know if it's possible to emulate a PS4, but I think the PS4 era was only... That was for Rift Apart, wasn't it? I think. You want to play the PS3 ones too? You and me both. Right. So, for those not in the know, Elita-1 is a legacy character in the Transformers universe. She first appeared in the 1980s cartoon, the second season, I think, where they introduced the concept of, get this, female Transformers, or shall we say, female-presenting robotic autonomous life forms on the planet Cybertron. And Elita-1 was the long-lost love for our boy Optimus Prime, who you can see sneaking in the back here. We'll get to him later. PS4 era was the reimagining of the first game. PS5 was Rift Apart. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Maybe I can skip the PS4 one then, because if it's only a reimagining of... I don't know. It depends how different it is. I feel like I'd be honouring the legacy of the franchise if I gave the PS4 one a go. But at least the PS3 ones I can emulate. Right, anyway, yeah. So Elita-1 appeared in the Transformers 1 movie, which acted as the... well, it was intending to launch a new, vibrant history to fresh audiences for the franchise. But the movie did not receive enough love, so there's no plans for a sequel currently. Which fucking sucks, because Transformers 1 is a terrific movie, and you should go and see it. See it! Watch it! Tune into it now! I think it's on, like, Now TV, maybe. Well, definitely Paramount Plus. It might be available elsewhere. Wherever you can find it. Even if it means sailing to shores to obtain booty that is in the form of the Transformers 1 movie. It needs more love. It needs more support. But Elita-1 was not the love interest of Optimus Prime / Orion Pax in the Transformers 1 movie. In fact, she was his boss. And she often got quite frustrated with him. But they become friends in the end, so that's nice, isn't it? Okay. Instructions. Hello, Venomane. Good evening to you. I hope you're doing good. joined me mid-rant, as always. When am I not ranting about something? Okay, is that everything? Can she become free? Yes, she's free. She feels a little wibbly-wobbly. Very loose waist. Let's just try and get her looking presentable. God damn, she's got elbows for days. Right. There she is anyway. It's now available on Netflix in Venemain's region. There you go. There you are. Thank you for the confirmation. I'm still of the opinion that like by the time Transformers 1 rolled out, if you will, general audiences were so sick of Transformers films thinking they were all going to be like Michael Bay ones, just because the first 5 movies are Michael Bay, by Michael Bay. And let's face it, they're not good movies. But as I always say, for Transformers fans, they were all we had. Then they finally get something right with Bumblebee, and sure enough, that also doesn't receive enough love, like Transformers 1 did. And Rise of the Beasts was good. It was definitely better than Bayformers, but not as good as Bumblebee. So again, I think people were a bit fatigued. And then when they finally get it right, when they finally deliver a robot-centric Transformers movie entirely set on Cybertron, not a single fleshling in sight, as soon as they finally hit that nail on the head, not enough people go and see it. Not enough people talk about it. And yeah, not quite dead on arrival, but you know, life support maybe. Anyway, we are keeping the dream alive by collecting Transformers. Well, I am anyway. Is that not where that goes? Or does it go that way? Okay, we'll figure this bit out in a minute. I know what it is. The marketing didn't help. So, yes, that's a very good point, Venomine. You're absolutely right. The marketing played it off as like a silly, joke-heavy movie, but there was so much more to it than that. You know, it covered some quite serious topics like fascism, corruption, revolution, all the things that are important nowadays. Right, sorry, let's talk about what we've got here, because we need to get this over and done with and get on with some more Elder Scrolls. So here she is, Elita-1, a very nice shiny shade of pink, or there might be another name for this. I'm calling it pink because I am a stereotypical man who doesn't know colours except from the base, you know, rainbow. There's pink, light pink, dark pink. Any colour, there's base colour, light colour, dark colour. That's all I know. You might get a maroon out of me one day, maybe a mauve, sometimes turquoise, but not much more than that. So, for argument's sake, I'm just going to say that Elita-1 is pink. I think I thought she turned into a motorcycle, but apparently she turns into a 3-wheeled vehicle for Cybertron. So we will check that out later on when we do the transformation. She does seem a bit loose on her ankles, but she is standing up, so maybe she's all right. Now this here is they call it the minor jetpack. I think that's minor with an E for all you pedos out there. Yeah, I think this can also fit on Optimus and Bumblebee. So I'll maybe slap it on their backs that you can just see them. They're tucked here. Because of the core 4 main characters, Elita-1, Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, and Megatron, I have these 3. I do not have Megatron. So I'm going to show them all together later on. Yeah, I couldn't quite figure out straight away how to put it onto Elita's back, so we'll have to look into that. This is interesting. This is the rifles which enemies use in the Transformers 1 movie, and the heroes of the story get hold of them at some point, so that's why it's included as an accessory with Elita-1 and also Bumblebee. This is Bumblebee's one, or B-127 if you will. I like that they're not straight up copies of each other. Like, Bumblebee's is different. He's got a peg on the side here for plugging it into his robot mode. He has a 5mm peg that just pokes straight down. Elita's is at more of an angle. And she does have a tab on the side, very different to Bumblebee's. And also, the paint apps are different. But, by and large, they are the same size. I think for the most part, they probably did copy the mold. Like, you've got the inlaid barrel there, down the middle of the rifle. That's the same on both of them. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of nice. I mean, I suppose I can dual wheel with them now. But I like that Elita's actually has some colour to it. It's silver and black, rather than just all black on Bumblebee's. Right, I'm just going to go for a sip of tea. What Venoming remembers from the marketing buddy cop movie with an all-star cast and a very thingy plot. Indeed. Yeah. They did not sell it very well at all. And again, I think it's because Paramount were just like, oh yeah, kids will love it. We don't care how the marketing is done. Since when has a big corporation ever made a correct decision regarding the franchises, which they have been... that they own the rights to. You'd think if they own the rights to it, they care about it enough for it to make money for them. Oh dear. Okay, it does show this plugging onto Elita's back. Let me just try it again. Yeah, I don't know, that doesn't seem right to me. Because there's stuff in like moulded onto her back which prevents this from sitting flush to the back, so Space remembers it being advertised as very silly and comedic. Yeah, that was definitely one of the biggest problems of the marketing. Yeah, I can kind of see how it's meant to fit, but again, it's just not... it just doesn't want to go there. See, weirdly, it fits better facing that way, but according to the instructions, that's the wrong way round. And you can kind of tell that, because it's meant to be a jetpack, and the vents are like here. And I guess these are just like protective bits from over the shoulders. Well, anyway, we'll see if it fits better on Prime and Bumblebee. As for Elita herself, quite a loose shoulder ball joint there. We'll get to that. The head, a little bit loose on this bit at the front here. I think that's for transformation. Yeah, I think that's sitting where it's meant to. It doesn't seem to lock in very well, so that's a shame. I mean, she might be slightly mistransformed. I don't know. We will find out as we get into the transformation later on. The head, when it's not coming loose from the chest, she can look side to side. I think it's on a little bit of a ball joint, yeah, so she's got a little bit of a tilt there. She can't look up very far unless you do that, which is just painful. And she can look down quite far. Shoulders on a ball joint, pretty loose, but they seem to hold their pose, that's good. There's a ball joint on the elbows as well, but yeah, that just offers a full range of motion there. Fists are fixed in place, so they are fixed in place. And yeah, that's what I mean by the elbows, like, I mean, that's pretty lethal on their own. I mean, just, there you go. Rotate that back like that, and she's got like a built-in knife arm. Aren't most cult classics technically flops in the box office? Zardos was. Yeah, Zardos was definitely a flop, and it led to a huge cult following now. So yeah, maybe Transformers 1 will get more love as time goes on. I definitely think it delivered on the memes. And Transformers fans certainly loved it, so, you know. Who knows where Transformers movies will go next. I think there were plans for a G.I. Joe crossover, but I don't know. I think that might be dead in the water as well. Don't know. Waist. She has a waist swivel. She has an okay spread, or an okay Jean-Claude Van Damme. Not terrible. She won't be getting on top of the kitchen counter anytime soon. Just falling short of that. but she might make it onto a park picnic bench. Knees are technically double hinged. I think that might be aided by the transformation sequence, but that's always good to see, some double knee joints. No upper thigh rotation or knee rotation. Any movement there is just helped by the ball joint on the hip. The feet are also on a bit of a ball joint. You can get that side to side tilt. They can tip forward and backward a little bit, hindered by the wheel. But yeah, as I said, the feet felt like they were too far forward, but she does, you know, she is able to stand up, so there's no balancing issues, which is good. Yeah, I don't like how her chest keeps falling apart. I don't know if that's by design or if it's meant to clip into place a bit better. Again, we might learn that as we go through the transformation, which we will do now. Although I suppose I need to... Hang on. Oh, no, sorry, I beg pardon. This isn't fixed in position, it's on a hinge, I've just noticed. So you can tilt it to be straight down like that, or you can tilt it to be at an angle like that. Because, yeah, I was about to say, when it's at an angle, how can she hold it? But that's because it tilts down, and... There you go, it's a bit tight, but it does go in there. Giggity. Oh. Right. Let's turn her into a Cybertronian motorbike thing, whatever it may be. Rotate the shoulders? Do they rotate? Yes, they do. I'll probably do a watch party of Transformers 1 at some point. Be rude not to. Head up in there. And then round to the back. God, what's this? Yeah, like that. And this bit comes down like that. The wheels, this is pretty cool. They appear to be on a hinge. They're like folded in half. How can you unfold them from each other when they're sitting in the same cavity? Oh, they do kind of flex apart a little bit, that's good. Okay. Then they have to lift out of where they are. Coming back this side, we're flipping out this peg joint. And that goes up and tabs on top of those wheels. Okay. They've rolled pretty well considering they were folded in half inside her chest cavity. Down to the feet, folding the heels. Oh, that way. Fold the shins out. And then we turn her over. Fold in these pieces. Right, and then the knees fold over themselves. Very painful, very crunchy. Oh. Might be some tolerance issues on her hip, because that just popped out a bit easy. Okay. Have I done that correctly? Oh, I'm on a different bit, okay. So that looks right. But then the feet. Oh, what, like they fold over like that, do they? No, that doesn't seem right. Okay, fold the feet up like that. Might be jumping the gun a bit here. Okay. I mean, she's starting to look motorcycle-like. Yeah, I folded the feet up. I pinched everything together. Yeah. Okay, then these bits tab into the sides. Ah. There we go. Okay, I think we might be there, and I think it's just a case of, yeah, fold this open all the way, and then bring that down to flat clamp on top of it. Yeah, there's something wrong up front, because the way this bit wants to pin down, it'll mean that the front wheel is grinding against this mudguard piece here. Let's see if I can change the layout a bit. Trying to figure out where this all tabs together. Okay, that bit looks correct. And this bit still is incorrect. But you know what, I think, you know, by and large, that's what the vehicle mode should look like. So at least I made it that far. There's just something wrong with the getting all this bit to line up. It might be this section here where the knees fold up. That bit did kind of confuse me when I looked into it earlier. But never mind. There she is. And yeah, she is three-wheeled. 2 wheels there that folded inside her chest cavity, and then the 2 that were on her ankles. And there we go, we get a nice squat little tricycle. It's nice having a motorbike form that doesn't require a kickstand to just stand up. Of course, that is aided by the 2 wheels at the back. Oh, excuse me. And like all good Transformers designs, she does have storage for accessories. This piece, tabs on there. What it should do, it's kind of hard to do because when you push into it, it folds down. And then you kind of have to wedge something behind it to get it on there. Although if you lift it up like that, that might make it easier. Yeah, there we go. So that offers a bit of a spoiler for the movie, or rather a spoiler on the back of Elita-1. And then her rifle just tabs onto the side of her arm like that. Looking facing backwards, so I guess you could see that as some kind of weed exhaust. Or, I suppose if you tab it on the other side, then it faces forward and she's got just a little bit of weaponry on the side there. I think it's a pretty good little design. The transformation will take a bit of getting used to, clearly. But I quite like it. It's very sleek, and it exudes, if that's the right word, a lot of power. A lot of speed from the streamlined design. Obviously, there's not really much that you can scale it with because it's it's an alien, alternate mode. But there's Studio Series Optimus Prime and there's Studio Series Bumblebee. So again, 3 of the 4 main cast of Transformers. I really do need to get Megatron, don't I? Bum Megatron. Bum Megatron. Never heard of a Bum Megatron before. Well, yeah, there we are. Elita-1, Optimus Prime, and Bumblebee. I'll show them all in robot mode together later when I do my... what's the word? My usual conversion back to robot mode for everything that we unbox this evening. Just out of interest, can this fit onto the side? Ooh. No, it doesn't. That's annoying. Oh, they don't quite sit at the same angles anyway. Anyway. Right, Studio Series Transformers 1, Elita-1. And now we move on to the big boy. Power of the Primes, Optimus Prime. Gonna need to bring the camera up for this one. There we go. So, Power of the Primes was a toy line from, I think, 2018? I think that's what TF Wiki said. Let me just open up a quick reference page here. Because I had to remind myself what the gimmick was for Power of the Primes, because every Transformers toy line has a gimmick. Power of the Primes. Right. Power of the Primes is a subline imprint of the Generations line, and the third and final portion of the Prime Wars trilogy. Excuse me. Yeah, Power of the Primes was revealed in mid-2017, so a little bit older than what I thought. It features a line-wide gimmick, Prime Masters, small Titan Master type figures that represent the sparks of the Primes. So, you might remember there was a headmaster included with Omega Prime, a little robot that turns into the head for another robot. That's it. They're kind of that scale, just small little guys that turn into like a power cell, and then the play value was that you would plug that onto your transformer to give that power to the robot. It relied a lot on imagination. So that's what this comes from. Although it says that leader class figures feature an evolution gimmick wherein each toy includes a deluxe-sized character who can evolve into a Prime by combining with additional armor. So, who was Optimus Prime before he became a Prime? Orion Pax. And as I showed on the box when I announced that I would be doing this unboxing, the deluxe figure included is Orion Pax. So that bit kind of checked out. I looked at what the other ones were, and there's a Hot Rod one where he combines with his trailer, his Winnebago mode, which I thought was pretty cool. Kind of want to get my hands on that now. Where did I put the scissors? There's a really cool one that I really want, which is Optimus Primal, who turns into Optimal Optimus. And Optimal Optimus has the skateboard or surfboard gimmick, turning into a kind of weird monkey car gimmick. I mean, it's absolutely insane, but really cool. And I'm like, yes, I want that. But I bet that's going to be rare as hen's teeth. This, I think, was unwanted stock. I got it for a bargain price from Kapow Toys. Kind of makes sense. If it's from a toy line that isn't really current anymore, then they can't really expect full price for it. But it was a very limited time offer. They literally said on their Facebook post, you have until 9 AM tomorrow to get this offer. And I'm like, ooh, bye. Alright. So, you know, even looking at the box, there's quite a few things that I enjoy about this. Oh, that's cool. I feel like you don't see this with your mainline figures anymore. He comes with his own little character card. Optimus Vector, what the fuck is that? Oh, is it telling you about a Prime Master that he comes with, maybe? Time travels to fight where hope is lost. Isn't that what Vector Prime does? Maybe that's why it's Optimus Vector. Alright. Well, there we are. A cool little card. Here's my card. And I just hand whoever it is this. And they're like, what do I do with this? You'll know when the time is right. And then I just disappear into the night. Okay, so this chap has some quite interesting accessories with him. He has his token Optimus Prime pulse rifle thing, but it also doubles as two little pistols, which Orion Pax can wield, which we'll see in a minute. He also comes with... Oops. A rather special looking matrix of leadership. It's kind of moulded the same way as one of the Prime Masters would. So you would plug them in place of the matrix, but they include the matrix to use instead, which I think is really nice. Yeah, it's either that or this is the Prime Master shape and they would fit into the frame of the Matrix, which then goes into the figure, because this can actually separate. And this bit even looks like how the head would be molded on the Titan Master. Prime Master, sorry. Anyway, I mean, I'm not in it for that. I'm in it for the fact that it's an Optimus Prime that does a really cool thing. He has a Matrix of leadership, which is cool on its own. That's it in terms of accessories, so let's... get the boy out himself. Out you come, boyo. Just gotta cut through the 4,000 things tying him down. God, can you imagine? It's been almost a decade since this guy was packaged up. And he has never been released from his prison until he met me. See, I'm rescuing this guy. I'm giving this guy a new home. Oh yeah, he's cool. I am instantly enamoured. There's some quite interesting similarities with one of my other Transformers, which I will show off in just a second. he feels great. I'm surprised that he has this level of quality, despite from being, as I said, nearly 10 years ago. Okay, there is definitely nothing left in the box. No, cool. Good job our recycling bin went out last week. So here he is. This is, obviously he's packaged in combined mode. You can spy the legs of Orion Pax sitting out there. His feet seem a bit wibbly wobbly. I think they are positioned correctly. They had to click into place just then, so I think that probably helps. Yeah. Do I need to lower the camera a bit now? Now that he's out of his box. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, when I said there's quite a few things that I like already, despite him not being out of the box, I noticed that he has these really nice shiny stickers on him, which kind of harks back to that 1980s era where you would have to apply the stickers to your Transformers and they would be this kind of shiny metallic look. So I quite enjoyed that. Gives him a little shine and sheen and some extra coloured detailing that you don't see much of nowadays. God, yeah, he really is struggling to stay upright on his ankles. Bit of a problem, but overall he's standing as he should. He doesn't look too weird either doing that. Yeah, so one of the major comparisons that I wanted to make was with this guy. You can definitely see how Power of the Prime's Optimus Prime was inspired by Masterpiece MP10 Optimus Prime. This is from like 2011, 2010, 2011, and this has clearly come along 6 or so years later. But you can see the similar sized feet, the vents painted in silver on the front of the legs. I mean, that's a pretty normal thing for a lot of Optimus Primes, but the size, they definitely built this guy with Masterpiece scale in mind to kind of make a large-scale figure feel more premium for an average consumer market. Again, this being Masterpiece was aimed at collectors. And yeah, and you know, even the head. I mean, the differences seem a bit more obvious on camera, but I do still think that these heads are very similar. I mean, if I could pop them off and show them to you side by side, I would, because I'd take my word for it. So yeah, I quite like that. I quite like that he's got quite a lot of similarities with that Optimus Prime, because that was the like de facto Optimus Prime for a collector grade scale for a long time. For a long time indeed. So Orion Pax is hidden away somewhere, but first I want to install the Matrix, put it where it belongs. So I think we have to open up this chest panel, yep, which latches on. Oh, and it doesn't quite latch on. There's another, more secret chest panel lying within. How do I get that open? Oh, good, there's a little tab molded at the front. Oh, yeah, if you look deep inside that chest cavity, you can see Orion Pax's head just sitting there. So its chest's all the way down, yeah. But thankfully, the Matrix is here to hide that. God, does it just go in there? I feel like there's nowhere I can just... I probably should check the instructions. That'll probably tell me where it's meant to go. Show me how the Matrix works. Oh, do you know what? I was absolutely right. Prime Master figures are compatible with the Power of the Primes Deluxe Class, Royal Class, and Media Class. But what I was right. The little Prime Master guy folds up and fits into the Matrix frame. I was spot on with that. But where does that actually plug in? It must go in the chest, but like how? So I couldn't see a proper way of installing it. Instructions not helpful on that side. Aha. Oh, no, it is... Okay. So the head needs to be facing down. I think it needs to go in that way. Doesn't help that I've got gigantic fingers. Ah. This is not going well at all. Come on, man. Maybe it would be easier to do this when Orion Pax is out. Peculiar. Right, maybe I'll wait and install this when Orion Pax is out, because that is very much his body that's going into there. So let's close these up, and we'll look at that later. So, in Optimus Prime mode, he has head swivel. It's on a little bit of a head ball joint. Can look up and down that far. The antennae are fixed in place. The Masterpiece version, they can move. Shoulders come out like that. They're also on a rotating piece there. Elbow rotation, just above the elbow. Fists are moulded in place. There's no moving those. They're just stuck there like that. Waist swivel, there is none. He doesn't have that. That's fine. Probably because of how Orion Pax has to sit in here, they didn't have room to include that engineering. That's fine. Optimus Prime has a better Jean-Claude Van Damme than Elita-1. So there we are. Knees bend just over 90 degrees there. They're not double jointed, but still a good range of motion there. The feet are on two hinged joints by the looks of it. A side-to-side one, and then one that goes up and down like that. It is on this rather sort of janky, tiny little ankle piece here. So it does kind of click into place there. You might be able to hear that on the mic. So he stands up like that, but he does still, you know, leaning back too far, and there's no support on these heels to stop him from falling over. So yeah. But as I said earlier, in general, he does seem to stand up on his own quite well, which is good. And now, before we... I mean, again, it's a really cool robot mode. Really majestic. It's nice seeing an Optimus Prime with, like, some different colorations going on. Like, he's got the silver of what is clearly the trailer built into him. The boy be top heavy. Very top heavy, yeah. See, he does that kind of well. He's kind of tilted forward a little bit. Yeah, I really dig this. It feels really playable. Like, I think I'm going to be transforming this guy back and forth quite a lot. I mean, I say that about every Transformer, and it's true for every Transformer. Right, let's have a look at Orion Pax before we convert to the truck and trailer mode. Just see where... Oh, okay. So, on the back... Oh, there's this little piece here. That comes down, and that lets Orion Pax come out like that. So now there's just this. Okay. So yeah, the instructions are here on how to turn him into... Oh no, that's into a truck. I want to turn him into Orion Pax. Or I could just follow it backwards from bind. Yeah, okay. I mean, I might just be able to figure it out. That was a very cool head swap. That's it, I think that's... yeah, looks good. Matches the instructions. Yep. Nothing wrong with what I've done there. There is Orion Pax. As he appeared in the 1986-85 episode War Dawn, where the aerial bots go back in time and witness the beginning of the Cybertronian Civil War. That was fun for them, wasn't it? That was a fun school trip. Very cool. Very lightweight. Very simple. But, you know, that kind of makes sense. The fact that he has to, you know, make sure that this guy isn't too top-heavy. And, oh, does he have a habit of falling forward? Look like it. And as I mentioned earlier, he has the ability to wield both of these. This one looks a bit weird. It's like really bulky and really short. This one looks alright. I think it's a bit of an odd choice to make it a splitting cannon. I think it would have been nice to just have... I don't know, maybe something special for you for Orion Pax. Yeah, I think that's pretty fun. Quite limited in posability. The head can move side to side. I think it's on a slight ball joint, like Optimus Prime. Double hinged elbows, aided by the transformation. Fists are once again molded into place, but you can sort of just fold them down like that, or give them a broken-handed look. Beginning, Megatron just shows up already acting like a dick. Yep, indeed. Yeah, like Optimus Prime, he has no waist swivel. The hips, kind of like Elita-1, they're quite loose. He does not have as good a spread as Prime. That's the real power of a Prime, doing the splits. He has a 90-degree knee bend, and the feet kind of tilt up and down that way. That's really all you're getting from them. They don't really move beyond that. So yeah, quite a basic figure, but still very cool. I think he's got a great look to him. A bit of a backpack, but that's a compromise, I think, for the transformation. Now, let me see if I can actually get this Matrix inside, because it was driving me up the wall earlier. Don't tell me it sits flat inside. That would be stupid. I imagine it's in there, like, through friction, because I don't see any tabs that it should plug into. I also refuse to believe that it just sits there. I feel like it should lock into place. Yeah, that kind of works. Don't know if that's correct though. Okay. Yeah, that's not really plugged into anything, but it's sitting, it's being held together by the housing. And, you know, the door's shut, so I consider it in there. Right, and now let's turn him into a truck. I think I've only the instructions for this. Oh, don't be an arse. Bloody needs a hip replacement. There we go. And now I've popped his arm off. God, I'm just bludgeoning the poor guy. Oh, yes, of course. I forgot to point it out. Orion Pax's head has this hoop sculpted on the back of his skull. And that's the trailer hitch. Wow. The indignity. I said I was going to read the instructions, and I am just winging it. Very naughty. I don't know if that's correct. Oh, it wasn't quite correct, but I was on the right lines. Oh, of course, I didn't even fold his hands away. Shame on me. I think it's meant to sit like that. I'll just glance at the instructions. Yeah, that is correct. And then this bit. I do like how that chest piece works. Like, obviously that's the front of Optimus Prime's chest. You fold that down, and then it just folds back on this blue hinge and becomes the side of the truck cab. Got to line up some pieces there. There we go. Okay, not the cleanest vehicle mode ever, but you know, it is still nice and compact. I think this bit will be kind of hidden by the truck cab, the trailer. He rolls pretty well. Yep. Okay. Done. And now we've got to turn this into the trailer. Turn him around. Fold these down. Turn him around again. Fold these down. Oops. Brilliant. Then the arms all the way up like that. And the feet forward like that. And open those out, is that what it's saying? Yes. Open those up like that. Okay. Robot piercing. And then that comes up here. Oh, we're seeing it. The side of the foot tabs into there. Nice. Right, and then that all fits together. Yeah. Trying to see where this is going. Closes and fits together on the roof. So that sits at that angle. Rotate the arms thus. Aha, nice. So after that, it's just a case of lining up all the different panels, folding them around each other. Got to really get my fingers in there to put everything together. It's very invasive. Okay. That looks correct. Just double check the instructions. Yeah, fold out, yeah. And then it actually shows the pistol rifle, however you want to call it. That actually pegs inside here. It's probably easier to line that up before I put these together. Never mind. There you go. So it fills in this gap between the arms, and it also provides a bit of artillery support. And then, as I said, there's a hitch on the back of Orion packs. And there we go. Right, I'll lower the camera so you can see it properly, like. Yeah, that's it. That's everything. That's the whole transformation done. Very good. There we go. Quite long as Transformers go, but probably no longer than other Optimus Primes of this scale. You know, again, Orion Pax is kind of scaled up with other Transformers of his size. In fact, this is Earthrise Optimus Prime, and I'll just quickly turn him into a truck because I actually meant to size comparison him with Orion, but I'll do that later maybe. Or in a bit rather, not much later. I do want to get to some Elder Scrolls after all. This was the de facto mainline Optimus Prime for a while, until they did the Studio Series 1. That upset people being abandoned. So there's your Earthrise Optimus Prime, pretty much on par with the size of Orion Pax there. But then I think that fits there, does it? It should do. That's what I read on TF Wiki. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, did I read it the other way round? Does Orion Pax fit other trailers, but the trailer doesn't fit other Optimuses. Let me see. Leader class. Oh yeah, there was Evolution Optimus Prime, there was Evolution Rodimus Prime. They did an Evolution Rodimus Unicronus. How much was it? How much was this Optimus Prime? I got it for £25. On sale. The original retail price was like 50 something. So again, it was like a limited time offer. But it probably would still be pretty cheap elsewhere, to be fair. Because it's been a while. It's just really fun. Yeah, Evolution Optimal Optimus. So they only did 4 leader class Power of the Primes. I really want Evolution Optimal Optimus. Really cool. Oh god, I forgot that Optimal Optimus has a jet mode as well. It's fucking insane. I need it. Anyway, oh, the Ion Blaster can also be stored on Optimus Prime's back via 5mm posts of Orion Pax's hands, although it's undocumented in the instructions. I'll do that later. Let me see. Oh, here we go. The figure's trailer can also be towed by any other figure with a compatible hitch. Interesting. I think that it doesn't work with this Optimus because there's not enough clearance here. Like that trailer hitch there is like lined up with the bottom of the shoulder piece here, chest piece rather. So it just doesn't want to sit there, but it does rest there. So you know you can imagine a different Optimus Prime pulling the trailer. Compatible. Yeah. There we go. I think this is super fun. One of the Transformer reviewers who I follow on YouTube, what they call That Toy Guy. When they reviewed this 4 years ago, they said it was their favourite Optimus Prime. At least according to the title, they said that. And yeah, I can see why. It's really cool. And there's some 5mm ports up here, so you can plug in some other stuff that you have floating around from mainline. So that's pretty cool. TF Wiki also notes the comparisons between Masterpiece and the combined one. £39 on Amazon. You got it for a steal. Nice. Yeah, it was very limited. As I said, it was like when I saw the post go up on Facebook, it was like less than 12 hours, and I was like, oh, I've got to get it now. And then I say to Hannah, oh yeah, I'm expecting a parcel today, and she's like, what's the parcel? I'm like, It's fine. She's okay with it, really. Right, yep, so usual fare. We will convert Elita-1 to robot mode and then put Optimus Prime back together for robot mode. I will just quickly convert the Studio Series guys for the comparison with the robot mode for Elita-1. Evolution Rodimus, £188 on Amazon. Total fucking extortion. Jesus H. God, that's really crafty. Since when is Rodimus more popular than Optimus? God damn. Oh, do you know what? I need to find out now. How much is POTP Optimal Optimus? Amazon. Currently unavailable. Ugh, boo. I need to know. £100 eBay. £118 eBay. £95 eBay. Fucking hell. It does look cool as fuck. Let me post it in chat. It'll take you to TF Wiki, but it'll be a picture of Optimal Optimus. Look how fucking cool this shit is. And the fact that it comes with an Optimus Primal as well. Just, oh man. How did this pass me by? I think they all got released during a time when I wasn't collecting mainline stuff, which is probably why I didn't get these for so long. And now I'm too late and they're all extortionate prices, so yay. I did get very lucky getting this Prime then. Right, sorry, back to this. God, this bit still annoys me. It just doesn't stay where it's meant to, and it's just stupid in the... Tempted to put it in my accessory box and forget about it. Right, there's Transformers 1 Prime. Now let's quickly convert to Bumblebee. B127. There's B127. So before we turn Elita back into a robot, I just want to see what the jetpack looks like on these guys. If I can pry this off. There we go. So it said it would fit on Bumblebee, and... Yep, absolutely no problems. There it goes. It actually looks kind of good on Bumblebee. Makes him look more interesting from behind. I quite like that. Oh, it pops off quite easily, but still went on better than Elita-1's. And allegedly it can fit on Optimus Prime as well. Yes, that is also correct. For some reason I don't think it looks as good on Optimus as it does on Bumblebee. But, you know, there you go. Very cool. And, you know, the fact that it's on Optimus Prime's roof for his truck mode, you can leave it there and it won't hinder transformation. So that's nice. Okay. Let's bring back the woman of the hour. kind of altered how her chest transforms, and I think it helps. Nah, see the front of her chest is still really loose. If you want to move the head around, it's going to bring that chest off. So not much playability there. Definitely one for display. I mean, again, as I study the instructions and the figure in the coming days, might make more sense how the back and chest works, but for now, it's a little disappointing. But I mean, again, I think the cycle mode still looks pretty great. I think the robot mode is pretty good too. They've done a good job making a squat, powerful motorcycle into quite a slender, kind of sort of young transformer. That sounded uncomfortable to say. Never mind. But yeah, there we go. There's Bumblebee, Optimus Prime, and Elita-1. Ready to take the fight to the fash. Oops. It's just... God, yeah, that is really tight fitting in there, but... There we go. I like that Optimus Prime is built just a little bit taller. He is a Prime after all. There is actually a Studio Series Orion Pax from Transformers 1, which is on the way or already out, who I think is possibly shorter. So that will kind of fill that gap, because you don't get Optimus Prime until the end of the movie. Spoilers. Although he does look mostly like this for the rest. Yeah. Anyway, very cool. Transformers 1 Studio Series Elita-1, who I also picked up for a bargain, by the way. A lot of the deluxe class Studio Series stuff goes for like £20–25. I picked her up for like 11, so there you go. Okay, let's do Orion Pax one more time, and then we'll put him into combined mode. I do like how the wheels fold up and become the chest for the combined form. Quite a neat feature. Fucking hell. That hit likes to pop off. I think there's a certain material you can use on a ball joint to tighten it. Might have to do that. There we are. Orion Pax. And now let's put him into his combined form. Fold that down, fold up the combiner head, and fold that away inside there. I might have to look up how potentially how the arms work. I think that's mostly it. I'm just going to quickly double check how the arms were positioned. Oh, no, that was actually right. That's where they're meant to be. Good. And now this. The textbook trick. Oh, I forgot to mention, I also really enjoy the shiny stickers on the trailer mode, which has, again, a lot of similarities with another Optimus Prime, Power Master Optimus Prime. The trailer mode looks a lot like this, I think. Arms. Shiny. Okay. I think I forgot to mention this earlier. He has soft ratcheted hips for the combined form. Right, let's see if I got this right. Yeah, nice. That fit in there nice and clean. I think the shoulders actually clip into place, but I just need to press them in a bit. Oh, well, you get the gist. He's done. And then, yeah, Orion Pax's hands. Just poke out the back of the combined form so you can just store the rifle split into two pieces just there. So there we are. Just I say a small scale unboxing before going into Elder Scrolls, but really that took us an hour and a half. So yeah, there we go. Because I usually take a break at 8:30 anyway, there's not really much point me starting Elder Scrolls for half an hour and then going to break anyway. So I will simply take an earlier break today. So I will lower the music, ready for watching some videos. Beer, tiddly beer, indeed, as well as carrot cake, I believe. So yeah, there you go. That's the first part of the stream done.